This is what pisses me off.
Let's see it.
This tweet was hilarious. Breaking, multiple random accounts suddenly claiming they have sources, but they cannot go on in detail. You just have to trust them. From BJ_Meta. That is so hilarious because it's true.
They call that the Scoop Jackson.
Yeah, Poop Jackson. There's one in particular Clipper blogger that loves to say via sources, trusted sources or close sources, and he got outed out by like a bunch of other Laker Twitters. And it's quite funny because the receipts.
Say his name.
No, I'm not gonna
Come
say
on,
his name.
say it. Give me the name.
Say it. You know it.
Say it.
I can't say it because I don't know how to pronounce it. That's why.
Is he Iranian?
I have no. It could be.
Is he white?
Are his initials AA?
No, it's not Adam Oslin. Adam Oslin's very trusty. I love Adam Oslin.
We love Adam here.
He's not Iranian either.
Yeah, I do not know his nationality. I'm terrible at any of all that. But I don't see color, Zach. I'm kidding.
Does he have a far body?
Something close. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go. To be honest, I can't remember his handle. I just always see him on my timeline. I have him muted because I got tired of it. But I have friends that always retweet him that are Clipper fans, and they try to stick up for him. But I mean, the receipts don't lie, man.
Yeah,
it's just if you're gonna go out there, like I just hate these Twitter accounts that go out there and say stuff like that with per sources or exactly what that tweet just posted. It just credits everything, and it just kind of like it's all like filler, and it's just kind of like it just makes a mess of it.
Look, when you're trying to say, hey, alert, Lakers or like whatever team, fill in the generic blank of this like source cap, like, hey, like this fan section, I have important news. And you're like, what is it? Is it like a third star? You're like, no, Spencer Dinwiddie is really, really interested in the Lakers. You're like, cool. So is a bunch of other more important names.
Melo.
Well, like, okay, like Carmelo's like, okay, look, like I'm looking for a third star. If you're talking about DeMar DeRozan, that's interesting. Carmelo Anthony, there's a reason why the Lakers skipped out on him before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we live in the age of just, clickbait, headlines, clicks, and it sucks because I feel like the internet jumped the shark already when it comes to this. When it comes to many other things, but especially when it comes to this, it's just that's why I'm on it sometimes, and I have to check out because of the ridiculously of all that.
The ones that I hate the most, the off-season NBA Twitter is always rough, but the ones I hate the most where it's like a video of like I don't know. Insert player A here, like someone who's totally washed, stroking threes, like at the YMCA.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, like Eric Dampier's, coming back to the league. He's got an outside game now, and it's got like the siren emoji, the eyes emoji.
Yeah.
I hate that.
I thought you were about to say it because someone said, look, obviously the chemistry between Russell Westbrook, Anthony Davis, and LeBron James can work out, and then they showed it from the All-Star game. I'm like, you mean the game where they don't play any defense?
Yeah.
You mean where they're just Harlem Globetrotters style, like throwing alley-oops and they dunk?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, like everyone's like, oh, Russell Westbrook, pull that trigger. I'm going, no, it's not 2013. Like,
okay.
I would not do that.
By the way, look, I love Russell Westbrook. Is he a fit for the Lakers? No. He is not a fit for the Lakers. He can't shoot threes. He's going to take the ball away from LeBron's hand a lot. And look, Spencer Dinwiddie, the reason why I trust Kyle Lowry more than I do Spencer Dinwiddie, Spencer Dinwiddie is more of a no-named Russell Westbrook because he's going to take the ball out of LeBron's hands and he's going to shoot threes, even though he has like I want to say he shot 31% from three. He's not really known as a good three-point shooter. He's probably had one or two good seasons, and it's not within the past 2 years that he played.
Doing the comparisons kind of scare me now because I remember with Schroeder they were saying he was like comparable to like a Rondo that could shoot. And I'm like, no, like that wasn't the case.
No, I like Schroeder. the thing is I've always compared Dennis Schroeder to Reggie Jackson, and I thought Dennis Schroeder was the more disciplined version. After working with the Clippers last year with the Clippers radio network, I found out that Reggie Jackson is the more disciplined person.
I remember when I was at Pistons. I mean, the dude was always good. Like he was good. Like same thing with we could officially say NBA champion Drew Holiday. I remember when he was on the 76ers, and I wanted him to be a Laker. So like. I'm okay with scouting. I know who's good. I know who isn't, at least for the most part. But I'm just a casual, the drunk guy yelling at a mute TV at the bar. So that's me.
You're the Laker fan.
I'm the Fear LA guy. That was what Fear LA is. I'm like, I don't know anything about sports. I just watch the TV.
Let's just get petty.
Yeah, dude, that's what like that's what makes sports so much fun to watch and to kind of like especially with basketball. That's why I always say basketball is different compared to all the other sports.
All right, people that are saying let's get Spencer Dinwiddie.
Yeah,
the guy's only shot 37% from three, one of the 7 years that he's been in the league. His last season, granted, he tore his ACL, but he was shooting 28% from three. The year before that, 30% from three. Doesn't really play defense. Again, the reason why he was getting a lot of buckets because that was the team before Kyrie.
Okay.
So I think like it's just over, and he's from what I heard when I saw the reports, he wants big money. I'm like, well, it better be in Dogecoin because like he's not getting big money.
Maybe it could be an Andre Drummond NFT. Maybe he could.
Maybe
someone could buy it. Let it sit for 7 years and let it grow wealth, and it could be $18 worth of value.
I want Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan, and I'm glad Harrison said it because I knew Anthony was like Anthony when I saw a tweet where he was like, I don't want it. I'm just like, I understand. I wasn't for Kyle Lowry, but when I found out it could get DeMar DeRozan to the Lakers and it has a reuniting feel to it, I'm like, okay, I'm all on board.
That's a pretty legit team. Like that's even more of a we're gonna lose KCP. We're gonna lose Schroeder, which but like
Trez most likely.
Yeah, Trez most likely. We're gonna lose some players, but that's I on paper that's an upgrade. We just need a couple more seasons out of these guys. DeRozan's how old is he now?
He's 31. I want to say.
Right? Yeah.
Let me
check. And I believe
Lowry's
35,
turning 36 in March.
Okay.
So like a lot of people are saying this will be his year 35. I'm like, I still count towards the back end. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, you really. I mean, I don't know. I mean, Nash played into his 40s, but the dude was always healthy. So it's like you never know what.
Until he got to LA.
You know what, dude? I was like such a Nash fan, I don't want to say ever since, but I've always been a fan of his game and just watching him play. The guy was always amazing. And then when he jumped on the Lakers, I'm like, what happened? What happened? So, yeah.
DeMar will be 32 on August 7th.
Oh, well, happy early birthday for him.
Yeah, happy early birthday. We hope to be celebrating with you here in LA. And you mentioned a lot of names that could possibly be leaving the Lakers. You left out one. And I think it's because
the GOAT?
A lot of Lakers want to forget him. Kyle Kuzma.
Oh, cool. Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, oof.
So there's a lot of people. We kind of pulled some of the best tweets about Kyle Kuzma
on
leaving.
his birthday.
Happy belated birthday, by the way, Kyle Kuzma. I know you didn't get the whole lot from the purple and gold fans, but happy belated birthday. Let's go to the tweets. From the Mez 9. Rob Pelinka offering Kuzma to every team in the league, and it's a guy holding up a bag, which one could assume is not filled with good things in there.
There's cheeseburgers in there. Have you not seen the movie?
From Molly Hannah HM. Every NBA front office when they received the Lakers offer for Kuzma and Schroeder. I ain't reading all that. I'm happy for you, though. We're sorry about that. Sorry that happened.
That's about right. Man, this is hard.
From Anna Melissa. Now tell us, Kuzma, how you plan moving forward next season. It's a microphone up to the trash can.
In China, by the way. Is the trash can in China? Because I think that's where... No, he'll still be in the league. We're talking about... wait, who else is... No, who else are they saying he's going to be playing in China? This is another basketball player. I can't remember what they were saying.
Andre Drummond?
Oh, him too. Oh, well, yeah.
They said a lot of people.
That's always like the go-to though.
Yeah, you're like, oh, see you next year in Shanghai.
Yeah.
Like, all right, man. All right.
Which if you ever go to if anybody's on the Instagram app, click on Kyle Kuzma's birthday IG post on the Lakers one, and oh boy, a lot of see you later in China, and happy birthday, and hope you enjoy Shanghai, that kind of stuff. And the internet's brutal, man. The internet's very brutal, but. You just can't take those things personally.
I really feel like in Kuzma's perspective, I get why he takes the mental health breaks.
I do too, dude. I do too. Like I said, I said it earlier in this episode. Yeah, I gotta get off the internet sometimes. I need a break from it because you guys are crazy sometimes. But but it's also where do you get memes? From the drunk guy at the liquor store? No, right. You get them on the internet.
Exactly. Here's the thing with Buddy Hield. Again, I know a lot of people are trying to trade Kuzma for Buddy Hield.
Yeah.
Buddy Hield is like $24 million. So you have to trade another person with Kuzma. Like they're hoping it could be Trez with the player option and Kuz for Buddy Hield. I'm like, that's still too much. You're giving up too much for a division rival.
If there's one thing that I've learned these last couple of seasons, especially with Pelinka, is that you can't write him off. Like, he always figures something out. You know, on paper, it's always like, hey, this looks great. And then if it doesn't work out, it just doesn't work out. But I've yet to see something where it's like on paper where it's going, oh, this is bad.
Yeah.
Have you?
I'm glad you said that because this exact offseason reminds me of 2 years ago when the draft night occurred and they drafted THT. Taylor Horton-Tucker was like essentially the third name, if not fourth name on that roster because it was just essentially LeBron, AD, we're starting from scratch. Well, hopefully we can get Kawhi. If not, you saw when Kawhi signed with the Clippers, like he just rattled off names so crazy. So that's the power of Pelinka. He knows what to do. He's always a step ahead.
And I remember when he first came on board to the Lakers organization, everyone did not like him at all. And they even kind of like, yeah, he's a Kobe guy. Yeah, but you know, but we were scared. We had PTSD with, years of Jimmy Buss. And so it's understanding, but he's always done like good things. And I have all my trust in him. Especially with Genie as well, but I know it's all Pelinka just making the moves, and it's kind of crazy to see we went from him and Magic to like just him, and he's been doing great. So I'm looking forward to this offseason.
I am too. I am very much, especially since there are a lot more names who are more intrigued than there was the past two off seasons.
Oh yeah.
So it could be it could be Pelinka and the way they see that it's a title town now, or they could be just like I want to play with LeBron before he goes on his farewell tour.
So you as a Spurs fan, do you see them being successful next season?
Well, I'm glad you said that because I really think Kyle Kuzma should go to the Spurs.
Absolutely, me too. You heard it here first.
No, I think that makes the most sense. If Kyle Kuzma is able to play with the Spurs, he's able to grow there. That's a smaller market team. The fan base is probably not going to turn on him like the Lakers did with him.
And they would let him blossom there because he's going to be a starter.
He's going to be, okay, look, he's the new DeMar. He's the new LaMarcus Aldridge.
Yeah, he would be their guy.
Yeah. Him and DeJounte Murray will be like the people you can build that franchise around.
Yeah, and then he's going to drop his, 20, 25 every 3 weeks. I was going to say every other game. I was like, it's still like too much for him.
He's going to drop his 25 in Shanghai.
Yeah, he'll drop 30, once a month. And then he'll drop, 7 points, negative, whatever the numbers are. I'm terrible at analytics. But, I if it works out, it works out. Historically, Mike, I don't know if you know, but have the Spurs ever, conducted a trade with the Lakers? I can't remember.
Ooh, that's tough.
Dennis Rodman. No, I'm joking.
I can't remember off memory right now. Kuzma in San Antonio, I would be hesitant if I was Kuzma, because if you wash out at San Antonio, you're going to get labeled as like difficult, can't work with pop, that kind of stuff. And then it truly is Shanghai Kuzma after that.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I've never seen that happen. I don't see that happening with Kuzma because I think in him, he'll know the importance of I can't screw this up. I can't I wanted to get away because of mental health. This is a smaller market team. The fan base is already probably going to be behind me. I do, as much as Laker fans don't like San Antonio fans and vice versa, I think San Antonio has one of the best fan bases in terms of loyalty. So I really do not think Kuzma will be set up to fail if he goes to San Antonio. I think it's his, I have an opportunity to grow.
Okay, so do you think it's a pressure thing of why he didn't really succeed? Well, did he succeed this year technically on paper? He
underperformed.
He underperformed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So would you say it's just the spotlight or the pressure of being a Los Angeles Laker that is affecting his production? Or if he was somewhere in, San Antonio, where it's clearly away from LA, and, he's not dating a Kardashian or flirting with one, he'd be more productive.
It's like this. Do you feel more free when you live with your mom or when you live away from your mom?
I don't know. I do both, so I don't know. You're asking the wrong guy. Make sure we cut that.
To quote Dave Ramsey, you become more financially dependent when you move outside from your mom's house.
Yeah, I get it.
So, I think Kuzma is too busy living with his parents, LeBron and AD, and it's time for him to leave the nest.
Well, yeah, no, I think you're right, too, because look, Alonzo, he blossomed. I
Brandon
feel like,
Ingram,
yeah.
Julius Randle.
Oh, I miss those guys. I miss Ingram so much.
I miss him too.
Oh man, I wish we still had him. If we still had him, well, I don't know. this conversation would be completely different because
I miss Jordan Clarkson.
Yeah,
That's who I
absolutely.
miss.
Okay, here's the thing. Jordan Clarkson would have never have grown had he not left the Lakers. I don't think he would have ever won Sixth Man of the Year because he never would have accepted his role. I think it's a very maturing thing when you leave home and go to college. All these guys have gone to college, and if they want to come back, that's cool. But what are you saying?
That's a good point because Kuzma is the only one that really hasn't. Well, he hasn't.
And
he's the most underperformed out of all of them.
I guarantee you, if Brandon Ingram was still a Laker, as much as some Laker fans would be like, oh, Brandon Ingram, we wanted him over Kuzma in the trade. I guarantee you, if Brandon Ingram was still a Laker, he would not have grown as much as he had with New Orleans.
No, because he was the guy over there, or one of the guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.